Welcome everyone back to another episode of Markets Hunters. I am your host, Hunter Gaylor, and we are back live, coming to you live here from the city of New York. But really incredible breaking news. I was just talking with John, so if you have not seen the other interviews with John, I want to bring him back. Sometimes we have some technical difficulties, so I just want to make sure that we are covering fully our messaging here with some of this breaking news. So, John, thanks for coming back to the program. I will encourage everyone to go, watch all the different episodes. We will upload all of these to all of the channels, obviously. But John, I want to talk about this breaking news with this peer-reviewed article, but I want to focus on it from the standpoint if people didn't listen to the first one or they had some cutoffs with audio issues. But I want to talk about the importance of this frontline application for the dogs and what that means. And if you could just cover that, I want to give you the floor to go through what this means for Pet Vivo and why this is so important.
Sure. So doctors take an oath, or veterinary doctors take an oath, do no harm. Anytime a new product comes into the market, which SPRYNG with OsteoCushion Technology is relatively new, MWI started distribution of it in October of 2022. The doctors will use it on the worst cases where they have tried everything else before they'll try SPRYNG on it, and then they see the improvement. So what has happened with us is that we're getting really good results in these terrible train wreck cases. And there's a measurement scale, pain level 1 to 5, 5 being the worst. The vets are taking the 5s and beyond and using our product on. And the adjectives we get from these veterinary doctors, it's amazing on the results we're getting. It's a miracle product and so on. That automatically in their mindset lumps it where they're only using our product in these situations. So with Dr. Grubb's statement of this is a front use product, it will make it adoption much easier instead of going through the long process of trying 6 months on the worst cases and expanding to different joints like the elbow for 3 months and then the hips for 3 months. So it's a year to year and a half process before the doctor's totally comfortable. And we're seeing that type of results. We have a doctor that does a write-up on every dog that comes in as part of the exit notes. This dog is likely to have shoulder issues, French Bulldog, at age 5. Keep an eye on it. If you first sign of those situation, let us know and let's discuss using SPRYNG. So he's one of our best SPRYNG users down in Florida as a small animal vet.
Right.
So as more of these studies are coming out on our part, because this article we didn't know anything about.
Right. This was a surprise article. Right?
Yes. And so we believe that other leaders in the industry that have been using our product, getting great results, once we have our studies coming out, will issue in their association newsletters or some type of form of communication to the group of doctors saying, hey, I've been using this for 2 years. Here's the clinical data to support the success I've been having. So that will lead to quicker adoption and not have that 1 year, 1.5 year trying out on different joints or the worst case first. They'll start looking at it as an early use product, as a preventative issue. So just like in human medicine, animal medicine, early detection leads to much better medical outcomes. And it actually costs the consumer less if you identify a problem early before it escalates into other issues caused by that one problem. So we feel this is really targeted at helping the consumer save money and provide better medical outcomes.
John, I want to do a couple of key points here. So this is obviously a very prestigious doctor that's been doing this, unbelievable educational background, an expert in this. The fact that it's frontline is a game changer in the marketplace. I think we can confidently say that. But on top of that, John, let's take a step back. We look at the total. We look at 83 million dogs, and from a frontline perspective, obviously, if we're seeing more and more adoption, that's only going to be more of a testament to the effectiveness of the SPRYNG product and what Pet Vivo is doing. but you were not aware of this study, and so this was a surprise. But is this going to be widely read by industry veterans, and this will be used as part of a marketing tool? Obviously, I assume that you'll be using this as a testament to the fact that not only does the product work, but it works for frontline specifically, and this is going to be a go-to tool in the veterinarian's tool belt.
So Dr. Tammy Grubb is the president-elect of the International Veterinary Academy of Pain Management. It's a very prestigious organization. The publication that was peer-reviewed that it went into is called Today's Veterinary Practice. It goes to every veterinarian, pretty much
Wow.
explaining to them that, hey, these are some of the new practices you should be looking at considering. And this is the July-August issue of the journal. So the electronic version went up a couple of days ago, and everybody should have theirs in the mail. So they'll probably read it this weekend. Right. So yeah, it is something that has power and impact to the industry. And also it will create a level of comfort for the veterinary doctor to use SPRYNG, because you got one of the top people in the industry. I mean, she actually is a national, international educator and lecturer. That's her description of Dr. Tammy Grubb, and she has multiple certifications.
Well, no, John, I think that's incredible. I think one of the key aspects for, you know, all of the audience members that are watching and subscribing to the channel and have been following Pet Vivo and the developments that have been going on with the effectiveness in the equestrian space, obviously in the dog space, but again, more and more of the studies are coming out now where you're going into the felines as well. And obviously with the human task force that you're putting together. So obviously there's a lot of things that are positively developing with Pet Vivo. And I encourage people to go to the website, go to petvivo.com, you know, like, subscribe, and share this video. This will be all across Twitter, YouTube here very shortly. But John, I think in a few closing notes, because this is breaking news and we do it, Market Hunters want to bring this to you live as it's happening. I think the overall message that you want to leave with the audience and any investors that may be watching and the marketplace, what is the main message that you want to get across, John, on why this is so important?
So we know the product works extremely well from the early stage of the onset of any joint issue to the end stage. But as I state, the market has been using it as the, you know, last effort to help the animal, and we're getting great results. So I think this really moves it along to where you see the addressable market is very large, significant. So if you look at just NSAIDs, it's about 385 million a year.
Wow.
In our product, in real world applications, we have seen dogs come off of NSAIDs because our product is working so well, where the veterinary doctor says, you know, one of the goals that as a veterinary doctor is to minimize the use of pharmaceuticals, because pharmaceuticals have side effects. You're also seeing other trends where they're using natural medicines, Eastern medicine, acupuncture, massage to treat osteoarthritis. Sure. So that's a growing market. Ours falls outside of that conventional tool that they're used to using in terms of pharmacology. So we feel we're catching a really good wave that's happening within the marketplace. And given the growth now, I saw the latest numbers. The next 5 years, the cumulative aggregate growth per year, the growth rate is looking at 6% a year. And we're at 113 billion for the pet market. Yeah.
That's pretty impressive numbers, John, when you start looking at it. So, you know, I think that was an incredible summary of some of this breaking news that's coming out from a study you didn't even know was going on. So I think that's a testament to your product.
Well, it really wasn't a study. It was her writing up what she sees out there as the new tools, new products.
Right. Well, real world application.
Yeah, real world
application.
She was just using it and saying, these are my observations. And, you know, other vets should really look at using SPRYNG as a tool. And she's, you know, indicating that frontline use for this product is absolutely a possibility, and alternative use for the dogs that can't take NSAIDs, because that's a big number also.
Yeah, no, that, as we said, I mean, you even just get 1 million of them. I mean, that's an incredible number from a marketplace perspective. So, John, as always, incredible speaking with you. Congratulations on the news. We're going to keep following this, because as more and more of these studies start coming out and more of these findings and articles are coming out, it's just more further testament to the good work that's being done over at Pet Vivo. So, John, I really appreciate you coming on to the program and sharing the update and the news. For everyone watching, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. This will be on YouTube, Spotify, iHeartRadio, coming to you across Twitter, LinkedIn, and all the other social media platforms out there. So we thank you. We are not on Threads yet, the new Instagram thing, but we are slowly figuring out how we're going to start integrating that. But for all Pet Vivo related news, make sure you follow them. Their stock symbol is right in the description box below, PETV. Obviously, John is the CEO of the company. We always enjoy having him on the program. John, thank you so much. Congratulations on the news. And I'll give you the last 30 seconds here in the program. What do you want to leave with the audience?
Well, thank you, Hunter. It's going to be an exciting 6 months, and actually 12 months, but we got 6 studies coming by year end, and multiple podium presentations done by the clinicians that did these independent studies. So we're very excited to have that ammo going into the last quarter. I feel it will lead us to landing the corporate accounts that have medical review boards, at 5,000-6,000 clinics at a shot.
Well, that's definitely going to be a target that we think that you're probably going to keep reaching, because these milestones are coming and you're continuing to improve and you're continuing to grow. And I think the market's responding positively to that. So, John, as always, thank you so much for being on the program. And once again, for everyone, if you want to stay up to date on what's going on with Pet Vivo, go to their website, go to the news column. You can follow them, follow the social media as well. They're updating everything. We also update and retweet across all the different platforms as well. So, John, as always, thanks for being on the Market Hunter program.
Thank you, Hunter.
Thank you, everyone. And make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you follow Pet Vivo. Go follow them. Go follow them. Go follow them from the heart of New York City. Thank you. This is Market Hunters for another program.